Hey my lovelies, welcome back to another episode of the Euro Cooking Canuck. Once again, thank you so much for spending a part of your day with me. I really do appreciate it and I hope you're all doing super well. Guys, on today's segment of Memories of Macedonia, we're going to be making something called Muchkalitsa. And what that is a symphony of flavors. Roasted peppers, grilled or barbecued meat, all together with spices and aromatics. You're going to love it. Guys, without further ado, let's get in the kitchen and make amazing Muchkalitsa. Haydi! Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen countertop. Now, in order to make our Muchkalitsa, as I mentioned, it is a pepper-based recipe. So here I have some beautiful, gorgeous peppers. They're a long variety. If you can find a shepherd pepper, that would be great. Or, you know, if you can't find these type of peppers, a red bell pepper would work, and green sweet banana peppers would also work, which I have some beautiful green ones over here. They're gorgeous. I got these from my local Balkan shop, and he often goes to Macedonia to get the peppers. I'm not quite sure where these ones actually came from, but nonetheless, they're absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to char them. And you've seen me do this before, guys. You can do it on the barbecue, in the oven, on a grill pan, frying pan, over your element safely. But we want to blacken these so we can peel them later. So let me put these aside and show you what else I got. So here, guys, what I have is 2 onions that I've roughly diced. Okay, so they're not finely diced, they're not in huge chunks, they're just roughly diced. I have a bunch of garlic here, which I've also just roughly chopped. How much garlic you use is up to you. Guys, if you know me, you know I love garlic. There's about 6 or 7 cloves here. What I also got here is some tomatoes that I've peeled. Now, these were beautiful vine-ripened tomatoes. I've washed them already. I've shown you guys this trick before. You don't have to score an X, get out another pot, parboil them, wait for them to cool, then peel. Simply use your good sharp peeler, put it on the tomato, and wiggle. Wiggle it back and forth. Like so. And the skin will peel right off effortlessly. Okay? So I'm going to continue peeling my tomato, and then I just roughly chopped it up. Alright guys, so when that's done, I'll bring you back. Hey guys, so my peppers are getting nice and charred, and that's what you want, so the skins can peel off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place these in a plastic bag. Oh, that looks great. And let them sweat. You've seen me do it before. Guys, it's okay to place them in the plastic bag. It won't melt the bag. Alright, so in the bag they go. They're going to sweat so we can peel them later. Guys, there is nothing better than the smell of roasted peppers. These are going in the bag with their friends, and we'll show you what I do next. Alright guys, my peppers have all been peeled. They're just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Guys, if you can't get all of the charred pieces off, here's a little piece here. Don't lose sleep over it. It's not going to ruin the recipe. Okay? So let's move on to the next step. So my friends, what I have here is basically the second star of the show. I have some pork, And normally this dish is made with pork, and sometimes people will add some chicken. So I have some boneless, skinless chicken thighs that my butcher had prepared for me. So what I want to do now is I want to season our pork and our chicken. I'm going to try and do this with a clean hand. So I'm going to put a little bit of garlic powder or garlic granules. Some paprika. And guys, I'm eyeballing the spices to my taste, to my liking. So you do the same. I'm not going to tell you a teaspoon of this, a teaspoon of that, a tablespoon of this. Spice it to your liking, guys. We're going to put some Vegeta or Paprika. Now that is salty, so I'm not going to add any salt at this time until later. But I'm going to add a little bit of our Muckalitsa, which is the hot pepper flakes. If you don't like it spicy, leave it out. Alright, let me give my hand a quick wash. Because I need to touch my pepper grinder. So I'm going to add some pepper. And then I want to add just a little bit of vegetable oil to help marinate and cook the meat. Speaking of which, guys, you can grill this on the barbecue. You can put this on a grill pan or a frying pan. However, this needs to be par grilled or par cooked before we carry on with the rest of the recipe. Now I'm going to mix this up. But I also have, which is quite important, a piece of pork belly here. It's a small slab, but you want some kind of smoked meat, whether it be bacon, pork belly like this that's smoked, sausage, any type of smoked pork product will do. If you prefer, you could put a smoked turkey in here. However, this is mostly with a pork dish, so I would stick with the pork. Okay, so there's the pork belly. So I'm just going to mix this up, guys. Let it marinate for a bit, and I'm going to go ahead and start grilling it off. So guys, I'm using my grill pan here to partially grill off my meat. Once all the meat is grilled off, you're going to put it aside and let it rest. Alright guys, all of my meat has been grilled off. It's not fully cooked, but it's nicely grilled, beautiful flavor and smell. So what I want to do now is we're just going to, move this aside. We're just going to cut our meat into some bite-sized portions. Like so. If you have a bigger piece, cut it. And I'm going to continue with the chicken in the same fashion, the rest of the pork. And I have my smoked pork collar here as well, which I will cut into pieces like so. So continue with all of the meat, and I'll bring you back and show you what I do with this next. Alright guys, all the meat is chopped up. I'm going to put this aside and I'll show you what I do next. Alright guys, the next step obviously is to cut up our peppers. I have my beautiful peppers here. And I'm simply going to just slice these into pieces like so. You can do this however you like, guys. It's up to you. Now, I took most of the seeds out. However, the ones that remain in, I'm not worried about it. I really am not. Again, with the green pepper. And I'm going to continue cutting up all my peppers until they're done. And then we're going to head to the stove. Hey guys, welcome to the stove top. In my pot here, I have some vegetable oil, about 2 or 3 tablespoons, heating up. I'm going to go ahead and add our onions. Along with the garlic. We're going to saute these for about 3-4 minutes until they get soft. And then I'll show you what I add next. Smells good already. Hey guys, my onions are softening. I have the heat on a medium heat, and they're taking on a slight bit of color, which is what you want. Just a little bit of color. So now I'm going to go ahead and add our peeled tomatoes. And we're going to want these to break down and sweat down. But first we want to season now. So I'm going to add some salt. Some cracked black pepper. I'm going to add just a little bit of Vegeta or Paprika. If you don't have it or can't find it, a vegetable bouillon cube crumbled up would be good. And lastly, just a little bit more paprika to mirror how we seasoned our meat. Again, guys, I'm eyeballing how much spices I'm putting in here, but really it's all to taste. Salt to taste, pepper to taste, everything. So I'm going to turn the heat down just a bit. And I'm going to let my tomatoes break down, and then we'll add our peppers. Hey guys, my tomatoes are breaking down lovely. So at this point, I want to go ahead and we're going to add our peppers. Carefully. I don't want peppers all over my stove. Guys, if you're thinking this is really fussy and a lot of steps, don't forget, most of your prep was your cooking. This part is just to meld the flavors and marry them together. So my peppers are in, And they're not going to stay in long before we do the next step, which is to add the meat. Give these just a couple of minutes. Guys, they're already cooked. All right, so a couple of minutes, we'll add our meat. Hey gang, it's been a couple of minutes. That's all we need. Let's go ahead and add the meat that we've chopped up. Now, again, the chicken is optional. You don't have to add chicken. It's mostly a pork dish. But what is essential is that you do have some kind of smoked meat in here. And all the juices. Okay. That's in. Give this a good mix. And now what we want to do is add a little bit of liquid, water. So I'm just going to add maybe a cup or two of water, about halfway up. I'm going to turn my heat down and allow this to simmer. The meat is par cooked. The peppers are cooked. The tomatoes have broken down. You don't need to let this go for a very long time, guys. So I'm going to simmer this and we'll serve it up. Hey guys, our Muchkalitsa is all done. I put it into a little serving dish here. You can put this in individual dishes, a large serving platter. If you have a big family or a group and they can scoop some out, it's up to you. I have some crusty bread here. And all that's up to do is to taste. Oh. Oh, hot. Oh my word. Guys, the roasted peppers really shine through. The meat is tender. This is perfect. Perfect. If you want, you can serve it with a little bit of kislo mleko. Why not? Guys, this is so good. Honestly, by roasting the peppers, you are elevating this recipe tenfold. It's worth doing the steps beforehand, guys. Trust me on this. Guys, I hope you try this recipe. Please like, please share, comment, give me a good old thumbs up. If you haven't joined me, please subscribe. It takes a second, it's free. And join me on Facebook. Guys, there'll be a few pics to follow, and until we meet again, be good to yourself and to each other. Thank you so very much. Follow Nogo. Ajde, prijetno. Ajde, ciao.